Alright, quick update here. Sorry this is a little late, but I want to show you guys how to get Schmoozer. Schmoozer is one of the top iron dragons. His iron rates are insane. He's a fish converter. You definitely want to get him. Before I get into the Schmoozer collection, I do want to overview just the dragons that are available in the month of March, getting into the beginning of April. They look pretty awesome. Flutterfang, we don't know anything about him. Then we got Windshear. So all of you who are wondering whether or not you should spend your runes on Windshear. Windshear is coming up for exploration, so definitely try to get Windshear. You want her for Brawl. Her Brawl ability is pretty awesome. Then we have Snazalt and Thoristopian. Snazalt's okay. Thoristopian I don't recommend going for because you can get Thoristopian with Barf and Belch's second journey. So use your time that week for something else, unless you just really want it. There isn't really much of an overlap with another dragon, but Thoristopian is not a must-have. Schmoozer is a must-have. We're about to go over how to guarantee Schmoozer. Alright, Bone Crusher's Conquest. Definitely get Bone Crusher's Conquest. Absolute beast. Unique dragon. Beast fish gatherer. Takes, exaggeratingly, 9 years to train. Ridiculous amount of time to train, but definitely worth getting. I have Bone Crushers in my top range. I definitely use Bone Crushers, so definitely get Bone Crushers. The Lancer Windshear, we don't have costume details, but costumes are fun. The collections are easy. Go ahead and do that. And then Borealis and Fierce Piercer. But this month you definitely want to go for Schmoozer, Windshear, and Bone Crusher's Conquest. Those are the priorities. So let's go ahead and look at Schmoozer. Alright, so this is how collections work. Each item you need a minimum search time, like time that Toothless has spent searching to get that item. So for these wooden bracelets, the time cost is 1 hour and 20 minutes. That's a really weird time cost. And Oleg from Discord has calculated that the best, most efficient way to get the wood bracelets is to do the 4-hour search and then combined with half-hour search. I don't really have time to do that. I'm not going for Schmoozer. I have 4 of them. But I personally wouldn't do that, even though they might be the most efficient. Probably the easiest way to get these is to spam the half hours. It'll take you multiple to even get one item, but I say just spam the half-hour search. If you don't have time to babysit it, then do the 4-hour search and just hope that it's in your favor. But if you're active, spam the half-hour. If you're not active, just leave it on the 4-hour. The 2-hour is not going to be the most optimal unit because it's inefficient with the time cost. Alright, for the rabbits, the time cost is 2 hours. And so we have a 3-hour, a half-hour, and a 4-hour search. So if you're active, spam the half hours. Otherwise, send Toothless on the 4-hour search for the rabbits. Alright, for these masks, the time cost is 2 hours and 40 minutes. That's a really weird time cost. So at 240, obviously the most efficient one is to do 3 hours. If you want to active play, of course you can do the half hour and spam it. It's just going to take you a lot of searches to get the item. Otherwise, go ahead for the 3-hour search. That's going to be the most efficient. And finally, for these slime things, the time cost is 4.5 hours. That's really ridiculous. So for 4.5 hours, either of the 2 hours is going to be kind of efficient. That's what Uluk recommends. I personally, because I do not actively play, like I don't sit there and check my game every hour or half hour anymore, so I would recommend the 6-hour, even though it's a little inefficient that way. In the end, it's gonna take 2 hours anyway, because you can't get 4.5 in 2-hour searches. So I would say to go ahead and do the 6-hour for those. Now, as far as getting it done, there is only not quite 4 days left at the time of filming this. So you can barely get it done with 1 bag searches. If you were, this just opened for non-writers anyway. If you were a writer, you could have done it with 1 bag searches in this time, but I don't know. This is a hard collection. You're going to need to go for it. You're going to want to pay for it because Schmoozer is totally worth paying for it. So pay for it for 3 or 4 bags if you have it. That's going to be the best way to guarantee it. I think you can get it done in about a day or in a day and a half with 4 bags. If you're a writer, I would say with 3 bags, it'll probably take 2 days. And so I would say if you're going to one bag it for 2 days, and if you still depending on how much you have left after 2 days, then I would switch to paid bags. But try to do one bags for a day, like a day or so, and then after that go to paid bags. But the math pretty much works out. We've tested this with several collections. The time for 1 bag versus 3 or 4 bag is pretty proportional. Like 3 bags is a third of the time as 1 bag, and 4 bags is a quarter of the time as 1 bag. It is pretty even that way. So pay for this if you can. Do try, if you want to save runes, then go for free as long as you can. But Schmoozer's definitely worth paying for. So I hope this was helpful on giving you guys tips on how to guarantee Schmoozer. You definitely want to nab him this week. Awesome Iron Dragon from fish to iron. Look at that. Less than 2 hours. You get 1775 and the fish cost is 425 million. So that's an amazing rate. One of the top Iron Dragons. Go for him, please. You'll thank yourself down the line once you get to iron. Alright, this has been Genevieve Plays Rise of Berk. Have a great day, guys, and good luck with Schmoozer. I'll see you next week when I come back to do Bonecrusher's Conquest. Bye!